The Chief Executive of the Employers and Manufacturers Association is being asked to explain himself after comments he made on the radio this morning. Alasdair Thompson was talking about the gender pay gap, why men earn more than women. And he said that women can be less productive than men because they take their time off to have babies, look after children, and because of their monthly periods, their menstrual cycle. We were a bit confused about where he got those statistics from, those facts from, so Mihi Narangi Forbes went along to ask him. Now, remember, we will have a poll on what your opinion of Alasdair Thompson's competence to remain in the job is. Watch the interview and tell us what you think.
Women more frequently are off work for more time than most men. That's not a criticism of women, it's just a fact. We are the representatives of employers. We talk to employers all the time. They tell us the same thing. There's no statistics kept in public about your record at your work, but it doesn't mean to say that employers don't keep these records. They have to, because they have to record it. And I base my information on that. You can disbelieve it if you want to. I'm not a liar. I'm telling you the truth.
So when someone is sick here, you ask them why they're sick, and they tell you because they've got heavy period pains.
No, I don't.
What?
No.
I'm asking you a serious question.
No, you're not. You're just going into crap.
I've listened. I've sat here and listened to everything about your bill. And then when I get to ask you a question about what you've said this morning...
You've asked this question over and over again in one way or another, and I've answered it over and over again.
I've said it on the radio and people are offended by it.
I've answered that question too.
And so, okay, maybe you should resign then, because you can't represent half of the population, women.
Did you come into this meeting thinking that?
No, I'm just telling you, because you don't really represent me very well as a female, because you believe that I'm less...
I'm representing employers.
Yeah, but you believe that I'm less productive if I have...
Mate, I've given you answers to that. I have told you quite the opposite. I've agreed with you and I've agreed you should be paid more. Don't put words in my mouth. You are lying to me right now. Sorry. You're saying to me things that I have replied to, and then you've totally ignored that and said that I think you just said it. What did she say, Joe? What? She said, I think you think that I am less productive because...
No, I didn't. I said, if I was to have a heavy period, then you're saying that I would... No, actually, it came about because I said, so when somebody is sick, do you ask them why they're sick, and do they say that they've got a heavy period? And we said that, and we asked that question because I wanted to know where you got your information or research to base your statement this morning on.
I don't want to have to put a very valuable, wonderful woman employee on the air. But if I have to, I will do it.
Well, that's really unkind.
The woman who keeps the records, who understands and knows who are off and why they're off. One of the reasons a woman keeps the records here is because a lot of times it's not appropriate for a man for her to discuss what she might want to say to you because she's uncomfortable with it.
Should that even be part of the discussion between an employer and an employee?
No, it's not. That's not part of the discussion. When do you want to roll again?
It's an interview. We're rolling the whole time.
Oh, no, I stopped the interview and I'm back on record. I stopped the interview.
You didn't say you're off the record.
I'm sorry, I did.
You didn't say you're off the record. You just told me now you're on the record again.
I am? No, I stopped the interview.
You walked away, you walked around, you came back and stood in my face and yelled at me, and then you sat down again. And now you've told me you're back on record. People are saying that you're sexist. Do you think you're sexist?
No.
Do you think you've been offensive to women today?
Some women have taken offence.
And what do you say to that?
I've apologised to the people who've been offended by what I've said, and I am truly sorry.
Alasdair Thompson talking earlier today to our reporter Mihi Narangi Forbes. So, What do you think of his comments and his performance in that interview? Is he fit to remain the leader of the Employers and Manufacturers Association, representing the country's employers, who of course employ both men and women? We are running a poll on it. Text yes or no to the question, should he resign, to 3330. We will have your results after the break.